Smile face detection. Testing. Hello and welcome to another video. First of all, I apologize for the asinine camera angle that I have. I lent my wide angle lens to my friend Josh, so he currently has that. So the camera is actually about 50 feet away with a telephoto lens, so I apologize for that. But the first thing I want to talk about is the last Analog Artisans episode. I'm going to put some behind the scenes footage with that. I had one comment saying that all Tonina talked about was race, and I wanted to address that and say that that was my idea for the whole video. I wanted to include that, and I'm going to include a clip in this video to show you how awkward it was when I brought that part up, because I did reach out to her and message her and say that I wanted to include more people of color on my channel to give them an outlet for their creative energy and what they do, and to show support like that. And I'll show a little clip now with how awkward that was.
Awesome.
I mean, if you're comfortable, I don't want to make this like too political, but obviously like everyone knows what's going on.
Everything's politics.
Yeah, everything. And like I'm not afraid of getting political like on my social media, and I've lost followers for things I said. And
fuck
like,
them.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, it is the way it is, but I think people are really looking for different voices other than two white guys. And if you have certain things that you want to say, that you want to reach people, I'm doing my best to get those voices heard, and that's what I want to do, and that's why I'm here. And I think that's bad on my part that I'm like that had to happen, or anything like this had to happen for me to like get in touch with you. And that's like, I think that's a good thing. Like the whole situation is obviously terrible, but like I want to get different voices out and obviously get people that deserve to be heard and get their work out. So if you have like, I just want to get like, I want to be like real with people that watch this.
Of course. And I don't think like you should.
I don't want to like sidestep like.
No, there's like honestly like ignoring this shit. It's just like you're ignoring a whole group of people, of marginalized people. I don't feel like anybody should feel scared to talk on this shit, especially like white people. And like I don't think you should feel bad. You know, like honestly, like it just like people don't know.
I'm not trying to hide anything and be fake with you guys. We did about an hour talking about her life and career and her musical endeavors. And then about an hour in, I was like, okay, we're done. Let's get into the race stuff. It was just really awkward to bring up, but I'm glad that I went through with it. And I'm looking forward to talking to people, to more people of color, because it did open my eyes even more. And I think it was a great learning experience for both Josh and I. So I really did enjoy that conversation that I had with Tonina. I did take the 4x5, but inside it was extremely dark, and I only ended up taking 2 shots, and I only used 1 shot within the actual video. And it was just really dark and just hard to see and hard to focus, so I ended up just shooting most of it on the RZ. And I think that worked out really well anyway, because we took so much time on the actual interview part that after the fact, I just wanted to get the photos out of the way and just get what I needed and be done with it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to use this to focus, so.
Nice.
I haven't seen.
Sorry about looking at you. wanted to update you guys and tell you that I have not messed up any loading of the film in the 4x5 holder. Some people asked exactly what the problem was, and basically this and this part right here was just not in the actual flap or the slit, whatever you want to call it. So when I actually went to take this out and then put it back in, it became dislodged. So that was my problem with loading the first time, but I have not had any problems loading since. I did end up selling the lens that came with the Intrepid that I bought from Cat Labs. That was an old lens from 1955. It was a 150 millimeter, and I purchased a Schneider APO Simar. Same focal length, 150 millimeters. It's just newer, and just the design of it is a lot better. On the older lens, the shutter speed dial was a little hard to maneuver around, and this also goes up to 1/500th of a second compared to 1/400th. Not a lot, but enough to tell a little bit of difference. And I just like the overall look of this better. The older lens was pretty low on contrast, straight out of the negative, and the sharpness wasn't that great from what I could tell, but this lens has served me a lot better, and I'll show some sample images that I've taken with it recently. The last thing I wanted to mention that I did come out with a new zine, and the link will be in the description. My original idea with this was to meet up with people that collect old vehicles, and I did end up meeting with 2 or 3, and I shot them on 4x5 as well as using the RZ, and I had a great time with that. It was a really good time using the large format camera and taking portraits of them. But I also wanted to include some work that I made previously, because I haven't published anything that has to do with my previous work, and I had quite a bit that I wanted to actually show to people. So I ended up making a zine, and I put that out last night, and the response was pretty indifferent. I didn't sell that many copies, and I don't want this to be like a sad like feel bad for me story. The fact that I sold 10 is great for me. I did 10 limited copies that are signed and will include a 4x5 negative that I took from the project. And I just wanted to make it a little bit personable and have a more creative touch with it. And I think that those 10 will do that. I do have it for sale on MagCloud right now. It's $14, so if you want to pick it up, go ahead. If you don't, no hard feelings. If anything, I learned a lot from this experience, and it just makes me want to be better about what I photograph and who I photograph, and also what I share, because around probably 60% of the stuff in the book that I just put out, people have already seen. So I definitely want to make something in the future that is completely new work and stuff that people have not seen, so it gives them a reason to purchase the book. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I am actually meeting with a knife maker. He's going to be the next subject for the Analog Artisans episodes. I'm looking to photograph him on 4x5 mostly. I just picked up 2 more film holders, so I have 6 different holders, and I can shoot a little bit more film with that, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm reaching out to more and more people to try to get things set up. And also I'm looking to do behind the scenes for each of those episodes, so you can see me working with the 4x5 and you can learn from my mistakes like you always do. So again, I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. If you want to check out the zine, I'll leave a link in the description. If not, no hard feelings. I appreciate the support on here and on Instagram. If you have any questions, just let me know. See ya.